everybody. Hope everybody's doing really well today. So I'm super excited to be here and to film this. So I figured I could share some of the upcoming releases in 2021, as well as some of the books that have been recently released that I find to be super duper exciting. And I figured I could share some of the excitement with everybody else. Just for reference, I am coloring in Rita Berman's winter coloring book, and I'm using the Arteza pencils. I'm just working on a double page spread here, trying to hit those yearly goals that I set for myself. But I created a list of 10 books that, again, have either been really recently released or the release date is upcoming. Obviously, there's more than 10 books. But these are just some of the ones that I was really excited about. Per usual, I will leave the links down below. So if you wanted to pre-order any of these books, you can easily access them. I know I'll be pre-ordering at least 2 of them, like right after this video, just because I'm so excited. So to jump on in, the first book I wanted to mention is the new Johanna Basford book, and it's called Worlds of Wonder. My goodness, I struggled with that one. And it's, typical Johanna Basford format of the book, but it's about, things around the world. And I'm so excited. This is coming out on April 1st. Hopefully it's not an April Fool's joke. But this is a book that I will be pre-ordering. I saw that it's going to be released a couple months back, and I was just too pumped for it. I love her art style. I also love, books about travels and different sites around the world. So this is 1000% right up my alley. I have 2 of her other books. I have The World of Flowers as well as Lost Ocean. I wasn't really interested in The Secret Garden. And isn't there a rainforest one? I think there's another one, or I could be making it up. But I love her art style, so that's definitely going to be being pre-ordered. And that was number 1. Jumping on in is number 2, which is a Creative Haven book. There's a couple Creative Haven books on this list. But number 2, Creative Haven, Fabulous Fashions of the 1980s. And this book just looks so sassy. Like, yes, I want to use loud, obnoxious colors, When I was younger, I really wanted to be a fashion designer. I even went into my bachelor's wanting to be a marketing major. I was a marketing major for a year because I really wanted to work on fashion marketing, and then somehow I ended up in mathematics. But that's a separate topic. So, Fabulous Fashions of the 1980s. It just looks so cute. It looks so nice. This is going to be released June 16th, which sounds like a completely random date, but whatever. And yeah, I know this artist releases a lot of, or multiple, like, fashion coloring books. So I think it's definitely her specialty, and it looks very, very nice. Third book that I wanted to talk about is also a Creative Haven book, and this is one that's been released already, very recently. This book was released on January 13th, and it's a Spectacular Spring Scenes, Color by Number. Again, it's George Tufexis. If you've seen his books before, you know that they're super duper detailed. I have 2 of his books. I have the Christmas one, and then I think it's like Street Scenes or something like that. And those are definitely a bit of a time commitment as compared to, for example, Color Questopia. But they're very nice. Yes, it takes a bit to complete one of the images, but when you do, they're always beautiful. So I think this might be another one I pre-order, so I guess 3 books from this list I know for sure I'll be getting. And it is a tad early for spring coloring books, I'm not going to lie. It's really cold here, but I don't know. Also, I don't know if I'm like spiritually and morally ready for a spring coloring book yet. I'm still like in the holiday Christmas mood, but I just really like his artwork. So this one I'm still on the fence about whether or not I will pre-order, but I'm leaning towards the yes. Oh gosh, now that I see number 4, I'm like, oh, I want this one too. Ooh, so much for me shopping a little bit less in 2021. Number 4 on this list. Oh, by the way, these are in no particular order, by the way. Number 4 is a Spiroglyphics book. So Spiroglyphics is, it kind of looks like, you know, the swirl, and then you just color it in, and it comes out with a picture. I have one book like that, and it's Disney Princesses. What? Princesses. Doesn't that sound wrong? Disney Princesses. It should be like Disney Prince-I. I don't know. I'm losing my marbles. But it's a Harry Potter Spiroglyphics book. And if you know me, you know I'm a big fan of Harry Potter. And I find the Spiroglyphics to be very relaxing. So that's why I think this might be another really fun one to have. The artist is Thomas Pavite? Not exactly sure how to pronounce his last name. But this is going to be released on March 16th this year. Another seemingly random date. But yeah, oh goodness, these all sound so wonderful. Ay, ay, ay. So moving on to a few books that have been released. Actually, this might be, yeah, this is one of the books that are already released as a minority on this list. But this book is called Coffee Life, and it is by Coloring Book Cafe, and it's been released on January 5th. So it's just a baby, it's brand new, and it looks like super easy coloring. You know, the pictures are quite large, they're not so detailed, but it just has like quotes and such about coffee and just, you know, all the things associated with coffee, like lattes. I think one of the quotes might be like, see you latte or something like that, and have like a beautiful latte in the middle. So they're just like punny quotes. I think will be a great gift for any coffee lover or yourself. We'll see if I get this one. To be honest, I have another book similar, and it has like cocktails on it, and I am yet to color in it, so I'm a little hesitant to buy something that's very similar to something that I have and have not used yet. We shall see. But it does look super duper cute, and I know there's a lot of fellow coffee fans out there. Number 6 on the list is another Creative Haven book, and it is by Angela Porter, and it's called Entangled Gardens. And if I remember correctly, this artist does a lot of like entangled kind of coloring books. I think she also has other coloring books with Creative Haven. But this is released on February 17th, so super duper soon. And it looks Zentangly in a way to me, so I think if you like the traditional Zentangle kind of books, this might be right up your alley. Again, it's Creative Haven, so it's not going to be expensive. It's going to be single-sided, easily attained on Amazon. And once again, I will leave links to absolutely everything down below. And then number 7 is an interesting book. I haven't seen something like this, and it's called Stamps of the World. It's by Rebecca Green, and it's going to be released March 1st. So it just has beautiful stamps, again, from around the world, and you color them in. So I think that might be a really neat one. Again, I haven't really seen anything like that before. So maybe if you're looking for a gift for somebody who's like a stamp collector or just a fan of stamps or travel, anything like that, it just seems like a cool item to have. Also, I think will be a neat collector's piece because it is more on the unique side. There's probably like 1,000 other stamp coloring books that I just haven't seen before, but they're out there. But again, it's something really neat. It's on Amazon, so you know it's easy to get. So if that sounds interesting, I would highly recommend. Looks to be super coolio to me. And then another Creative Haven, Color Haven, Creating Haven book. It's called Great Gatsby Fashions, and it is by the same artist as the Fabulous Fashions of the 1980s. Like I said, she seems to do a lot of different fashion-themed books. I'm all for it. This book, The Great Gatsby Fashions, will be released January 31st. Again, quite soon. I'm assuming everybody knows that Great Gatsby is a book. It's also been made into a movie. The latest version has Leo DiCaprio in it. If you haven't read the book or seen the movie, I would highly recommend. It's a really interesting story, and the fashion is all about extravagance and, like, I don't know, the jazz age. And I think if you watch the Leo DiCaprio rendition of the movie, you'll understand. It's just glitter and glam, and I think that'll be a really fun book to bedazzle. Just because it's all about, you know, the excess things in life, and I don't know. I really like that story. I feel like I should reread it. I don't know. We had to read it in high school. Did anybody else have to read this book in high school? I feel it's like a literature staple for 17-year-olds. No, I don't know. But I loved the book. I think I watched the original movie. There was also a movie, I'm going on a tangent, but there was a movie that came out a while ago. I don't know, the 80s, 70s? Honestly, I have no idea. And then there was obviously the new remake with Leo in the last 10 years, maybe the last 5 years. I don't know. It's fabulous. You should look at the coloring book as well as the movie. And then the last two books that I have are a little controversial, I'll say. Not in their content, but in a lot of people's ability to get their hands on them. And if you're thinking, must be the Disney Hatchet Heroes books, you're 1000% correct. So I stumbled upon two books that are coming out from Hatchet Heroes in February, and I'm going to pre-order at least one of them. The one that I am 1000% going to pre-order is a Princess Mystery Color by Number. So it's similar to those like Grand Classiques books, but it's just the princessy. Again, Prince I. I want this one. I saw it. I got giddy. I got excited. I need it. And it's coming out February 3rd. Under a month. I'm getting it. And those books are amazing. They are double-sided, but the paper's on the thicker side. I use the Crayola Super Tips in mine, and they don't bleed through. Did I mention this is coming out February 3rd? I think I did. But yeah, those books have 100 pages or 100 images in them. The solutions are in the back. I have 2 of their books, and I love them. Actually, one of those books is on my to-finish list for 2021. And then the last book is, again, another Hatchet Heroes book, and it's coming out on February 10th. It's called C'est la Fête? Fête? I don't know. I took French for like 4 years, so I should know, but I don't. And I did a little quality Google translating, and according to Google, that means it's a party. So I think it's just scenes of like Disney characters having a great time partying, as you can see also by the cover of the book. So that one's also very tempting because I love Hatchet Heroes and I love Disney. But like I said, I'm trying to shop a little less. It's a little difficult, especially looking at this list. I was compiling this list and I was getting so bloody excited. Ugh. Goodness gracious. But I hope everybody's enjoyed this video and the little color chat situation going on. I hope everybody is looking forward to these new books. If you decide to get any of them, just let me know down below. I would just be curious, you know, or are any of them catching your eye? Do some of them you think are like overkill by the artist or something? Just let me know. I love discussing coloring books, obviously, hence the channel. But also I'm really interested to hear people's opinions on the new goodies that are coming out. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see everybody on Tuesday. Bye!